Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. How are you doing today? I wanted to share these dreams that I had about war. I don't know if they're gonna happen. I don't know if they're visions exactly, but I know at least one of them was, and I also had a spiritual encounter that I'll talk about as well. So the first dream, let's get started. You don't know this, but this is like the sixth time I've tried to do this video, but always something happens. It's like the universe doesn't want me to say this or put it on YouTube, I guess. I don't know. So let's get started. In this first stream, this happened years ago, so I don't recall all the details, but I'll relay as best I can. So in this dream, me and my mother are running away. State by state, we're going in her car. We're passing all the states because they're enforcing a mandatory service act where you have to serve in the military because there's a war. And I personally, I'm definitely afraid of that type of stuff. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I also don't want to get hurt. So I'm running away. And we reach this diner, and they find me. And I think they made me sign papers or something. I don't really recall, but I know the dream then jumps to this random man, and it's the war already. This random man is running, but he's not running away from the enemy. He's running away from a shadow or a demon-like creature, and the creature devours him. And then it jumps back to me. And this is one of those dreams where it again is like the sun exists, but it's not shining on the earth anymore. So it's really dark. And there's so many people in chaos. There's earthquakes, just craziness in the streets. And I'm running hysterically to my house, and I lock myself in, close everything. And I just ponder, like, is my family safe? Are they all right? Are they okay? Usually when I have dreams like that, that's my first thought. Like, is my family safe? Is my family saved? Will they make it through? So, yeah, I don't know why I received this dream. It was weird. I don't know the meaning behind it. I don't know if something like that will happen. I mean, in the end days, it probably will. So the next thing I want to tell you is this actually happened. This vision happened. This is about Syria. So this happened in 2019. So in this dream, and this also inspired me to actually go forth and talk about my visions to other people, because I was seeing it happen before my eyes, and I'm like, if I'm having worldly visions that are coming through, are coming true, then I should share them with the world, because it would be unfair if I kept them to myself. So in this dream, there's like an Egyptian temple. It looked Egyptian. There was gold walls. There was paintings and stuff like that, Egyptian themed. So there's this bed. And on this bed, there's a bunch of naked bodies, men and women. And this tall man comes up, stands in front of the bed, and I can't see the man's head. I can't see the man's face because he's so tall. And he starts picking up and moving to the side all the naked bodies. And I noticed that the naked bodies represent countries. I remember England was there, and that's about it. Like, there's like, all the other countries were mostly countries from that side of the world. And he keeps removing the naked bodies until he reaches this one man. He wakes him up and tells him they're attacking Syria. And the man, like, panics. And then it jumps to in the forest or wilderness, something like that. And there's like a campsite. And there's people celebrating because they have like wine and stuff like that. And then there's a naked man with a torch running and shouting through the forest. Now, I don't know what that means. But my mother, I don't watch the news. My mother told me about it, that the Syria thing was actually happening, was going down. I don't know what came of that. I don't know if the dream will keep on going. I know it already happened. It was mentioned in the news about Syria. So yeah, hopefully, I hope for the best. Hopefully nothing happens. So the next thing I want to talk about is this random voice that came to me talking about a war. So this happened in 2019 as well, 2019. So I'm waking up, and you know when you're waking up, you're still groggy. So I had that groggy feeling where I didn't have my eyes open, but I was like, like, what do you want? Like, you know? So I'm waking up, and I humor this voice. This voice starts talking to me, and it tells me, "Did you hear about the war?" And I was like, "No, what war?" And and the voice answers, "The Solid War." And I was like, instantly in my mind, I start thinking about a video game. There's like Metal Gear Solid, something like that. And the voice knows what's in my thoughts. And it tells me, no, the war that happens in, and it tells me the date. But I couldn't understand the date. I remember I heard like a 20. But that's about it. It kept repeating it like 3 times. It repeated it. And I couldn't make out what it was saying. And I'm like, until I finally got up and the voice went away. And I started thinking, well, the next year is 2020. So maybe there's a war that's going to happen in 2020. Like that's what I thought. So I don't know, if that voice was even allowed to tell me the date. Was I supposed to know? And why? Why did this random voice come out of nowhere to talk to me? That's one of the mysteries that I have. Like, what, it's just one of those moments. It's like an actual voice is telling me that there's a war coming. And in those moments, I was having so many visions throughout 2016 to 2019. And I was like, something big is going to happen in 2020. I know it. Maybe the war. But as we all know, it was COVID. So the next thing I want to tell you guys about is this other dream. This happened in the winter of 2018. Now, I don't know if this is going to come true. I don't know, but this was weird. I went in for a nap. And when I go in for a nap, as soon as I closed my eyes, I was transported to this parade. And in this parade, there was this blonde woman, and she was being celebrated. She was like in an automobile, and she was waving. I think it was like a convertible, and she was waving to all the people that were celebrating her. And then it jumps to somebody in an apartment building, and they're holding a weapon, a gun, and they're aiming. And I don't remember if I heard a gunshot, but I know that impacted me so much that I woke up and I started praying. I'm like, please, God, let this not happen. Because in my mind, I'm like, this lady is probably going to be someone important. Someone maybe she's going to become president or something. And maybe the first woman president of the United States, who knows? And she's going to get assassinated for who knows what reason. And that's going to start a war. Like, that's what I thought. So I don't know why I received that, but all I know is I prayed, I crossed my fingers, and I was like, please, Lord, let this not go down, let this not happen. So yeah. So next time, I want to talk to you guys about my COVID dreams. Those are really important. There's a beast dream I had, and an actual dream with an angel that I saw. So yeah, I want to talk to you guys about that. Because I feel like the worst is yet to come. Like, yeah, so many people died because of COVID, but I feel like we're still not at the worst yet. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about these war dreams. Do you think it's actually gonna go down? Because I don't know. Why did that voice come to me and talk to me about that? Like, I have questions like that. Like, it just makes no sense to me because I don't have the substance, like, you know, like what's going to happen, why is it going to happen. But I know that people during quarantine, like one of my aunts was talking about, it looks like there's going to be a war, stuff like that. Like I said, I personally don't watch the news. I don't like watching the news. I don't, you know, stuff like that makes me depressed when I hear about people dying and things going wrong, and you know, I just don't like that. And so let me know, guys. Have a blessed day. Take care. See you later.